Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you haven't had a chance to do so by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And to go a step further, I humbly ask that you tap that notification bell. That way, you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram at YB Speaks. Hello, God. Girl, I know this seems last minute. Um, I was debating if I was going to do this tonight or tomorrow. Um, I got a lot going on tomorrow, so I was like, you know what? To be on the safe side, let's just go ahead and do this now. Okay, hello, God. That way, because tomorrow's up in the air for me, and then we know Sunday, the puss has to rest, girl, because it has been slaughtered, girl. Let's just tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. Sunday, the day he rests, girl. Hello, God. The day we rest, the day she rests, the day the pussy rest, girl. Okay, hello God. And then later on in the midnight hour, after the Kiki panel, it's time to get Kiki in this bow tie again, honey. Rejuvenation, girl. Period. Hello God. Speaking of the hotels of it all, girl, the hoedom of it all, child. I will be giving a video because it's been a little minute, girl, and y'all have been requesting a pleasure points conversation, girl. Hello God. And you already know I have amassed several story times for y'all, two of which I think y'all will get your entire lives because y'all got my entire life. Hello, God. And since we have discovered that the girls live vicariously through me and my experiences, hello, God. I'm going to get real detailed and graphic. Hello, God. So prepare thine ears. Hello, God. Prepare thine mind to receive some Mr. Nasty Time type of conversations, girl, period. I'm going to try to do that video tomorrow. It'll be pre-uploaded, as they all are. But yes, girl, plenty of things to discuss and get into, honey. Okay, period. As it relates to pleasure points, girl. Y'all, let me just tell y'all something real quick. When it comes to pleasure, like I am like seeing more like people that are down for experimentation, people that are, pushing the envelope. Hello God, they're stepping outside of their, sexual norms and they're willing. And that's great. But we need to get it together, girl. Like I for far too long, it's I feel like the progress has stopped. And it shows out here in the field, girl, of life. Because as I gallivant through the streets of life, girl, hello God, I see the progress, but I'm also seeing like people are still like stuck in themselves. Like, girl, it's don't be so serious. Girl, enjoy. The pleasure you this is how I know, like, if you can just try. Hello, God. I'm not talking about being a whore. I'm talking about techniques. I'm talking about trying something different other than, you just bending over being perched up like a poodle. You know what I'm saying? Other ways to serve, hello, God, the needs of thine self and partner or partners, depending on how much of a whore lives within you. Okay, period. Girl, I'm serious. Still working on getting things together for the podcast or the Late in the Midnight Hour podcast, girl. Because look, I really feel the need to service a particular area that is lost. Like we don't have that anymore. I feel so embarrassed for the girls that feel embarrassed. Like we should not be confined, girl. Hello, God, to stagnance, to boring. Hello, God. Like no. Like, there's a reason the Kama Sutra exists. There's a reason the girls of old wrote it, gave us pictures. They knew that humanity would be in a place, hello God, of dry, hello God, crusty puss. Because we're gonna be out here working all the time. We're gonna be out here raising our kids and all of this 9 to 5 ass shit, this square ass life. They knew, girl, they had time back then because they weren't beholden to the social, norms that society has placed on us. Back then the girls were free, so they had time to explore themselves. Hello God. So I want to bring that back, girl. I want to bring that back. I'm ready to bring that back. So maybe some of these girls can, loosen up. that that booty hole, girl. Hello, God. Loosen up, girl. Hello. And now that I have reigned supreme in the holy trinity of it all, girl, I'm not only just now a master at being a bottom. I've always been a master. Let's just tell the truth. I am a master at being a top now. Hello, God. I'm have now experienced the pleasure of a woman, honey. Hello, God. I was just laughing with my brother earlier about like something like this, like, oh, things I never thought I'd do, and I waited too late in my life to do them, and I like them. And it's just like, damn, dudes back then wasn't lying when it was like, oh, just try out some cat child. Hello, God. Try out that prrr, hello, God. That perfect puss. Hello, God. Just try it out. The niggas wasn't lying, girl. It's amazing. It's amazing. Shout out to women, honey, especially the women that are loose, honey. Hello, God. We appreciate you, girl. You are appreciated. Hello, God. Now, some of y'all can't suck a meat to save your life, girl, but that's what training is for, girl. There will always be someone there to remind you. Hello, God, how to suck a dick, period. Okay? Girl. Well, so yeah, be on the lookout for that child. Sunday, the Kiki panel, we will be convening, girl. Hello, God. We are back, girl. So tune in this Sunday, child, the usual time, honey. I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central. What is it? Child, y'all will know when we know, and then we post it. Hello, God. Okay? But tune in for that. We're going to get into the things of all those things as it relates to Chasing Atlanta. This last episode, 6, I believe, and getting into the Crew Dallas, girl. I have many thoughts. Not really, actually. It's cut and dry when it comes to the Crew Dallas. I'm going to save my thoughts for the Kiki panel because, girl, but I'm up to date on all those girls. But we're here today, honey, for the live review of Chasing Atlanta, season 7, episode 6, honey. Okay, period. What's up, mother? How you doing? Welcome everybody in the chat. Tracy, Rocky, hello. Lil Renee, honey, hello, God. Christian Davies, hello, honey. How are you? Toy 46, hello. How are you, honey? Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I can see you and Carl doing an after dark show. I love hearing. Child, you know what? That might be something to reach out to Carl about. I wouldn't mind him. Because that's my goal with the podcast. I do want to have different guests, but Carl, honey, that's right up his motherfucking alley, bitch. Okay, period. Thank you for the idea. I appreciate it, boo. I just started, baby. What's up, Chloe? How you doing? What's up, Dream? Yeah, I just started, child. You know me, I'm gonna give y'all a little cute little preamble before we get into the things, okay? Yes, God, honey. But yes, girl. I have to say this before we get into the review. Um, After much reflection, right, and thinking about who I am, what I represent, and what I try to uphold, hello, God, truth and justice. It means balance. It means being unbiased. It means being unrelenting in the pursuit of truth and honesty, integrity, hello God. And the only way that I can truly do that is if I look into my own mirror, hello God, and analyze, think critically, okay? And coupled with Sammy, shout out to Sammy Austin, honey, hello God, who got into the comments under the live that I did. Hold on, girl, hold on. Let me find it. But yeah, honey, Sammy got into my comment section under the Chasing Girls Are Mad at Me live that I did recently. And let me just pull the comment up real quick. Okay. All right, Sammy wrote, and he says, me not liking you is news to me. I'm never scared to put a name on who I don't see it for, but you haven't been one. Have you said something I thought was false? Yes, but I'm not a softie. I don't take it to heart for real. Hate I missed this live, but I'm always open to clear the air because it's giving speculation. And there were several comments underneath that video as well that kind of, lean towards the whole, like, where is this coming from? Because it is giving speculation. And I thought about it. I do have several sources that let me know that I was being talked about and that my name was brought up. But from what I actually saw and heard, it was generalizations, right? And I'm going to be real because I'm a human being too, right? I have been on this hashtag who's next campaign because last year really put things for me in simplest form. Remember, I've been talking about that since middle to late last year. We're no longer going to be complex. We're no longer going to be drawing shit out. We're no longer going to be circling hello God the target. We're just going to lean right into the shit. Okay? Simplest form. So, and what that also means is that I have a shorter temper than what I used to. A lot of people, YB's changed. He's changed. He's evil. He's a cunt. No, no, I do get it. The reads, the the joking can kind of, go a little above and beyond. But I always say no one likes a boring bitch. And I'm one of the girls, I don't write down my reads. I don't rehearse my reads. Shout out to Eric James, girl, with those unscented ass candles, bitch, down to Dallas, honey. Okay. We don't perform. I'm not out here doing any of that. It is what I think is what I say. And a lot of times that's a recipe for disaster because I have a tendency to go an extra mile when I really didn't need to go half a mile. And the hashtag who's next campaign has just been in the I'm so sick and tired of a lot of these toxic cunts sitting around here on these fences. Hello, God, because that's what they are, fence hopping ass bitches. And what they do is they sit there. They have nothing else better to do. And they love to try to talk about the reviewers and talk about us and like try to get us riled up and engaged in these beefs and these, these reading and roasting sessions. And I said to myself, we said, bitch, whoever wants it, come get it. I'm handing out work, come apply. What did Megan say, girl? They got a sub, they got a tweet, they got to go get their hunger from me. So I have been moving in the way of I'm no longer, girl, we finna just read, roast, gag, and tag a bitch. And in that energy, I believe anything that has come off hostile towards me, even if it's not drenched in any truth or actuals and factuals, if I feel it, girl, I'm just gonna go there. And that is not fair. That is not fair. A name was not put on it from what I can see or in here. Um, a lot of other people were confused as well. Like, damn, YB, like, this is just speculation, honey. And again, it made me think. I was like, you know what? I cannot be the judge. Hello, God. I cannot be, out here serving the girls truth and justice. And, we do that with actuals and factuals. Anytime a whore has come for me, there has been facts and acts, okay, that would give me full permission to hit the red button, bitch, and go nuclear on these hoes. Now, there was none of that when it came down to reading Noel and Sammy in the live that I did. So I would like to say, as of right now, until actuals and factuals, evidence is evidencing in the court, bitch, I have to apologize. Okay. I can admit and take accountability. Hello, God, for my sins and my crimes against humanity, girl. Unlike a lot of these other cunts out here. Okay. Period. So I will say for right now, I apologize. And if you guys are in the chat, I invite you to hit the link later on. I will not be up here forever and a day because I do have to work tonight. Again, the only reason for those that are coming and that don't know, I'm only here because I have a lot going on tomorrow, and I definitely wanted to do this before the Kiki panel. Um, so yeah, that's why we're here today. But if for some reason y'all are in the chat, honey, please feel free to come up later on. We can clear the air and move on accordingly. Because I truly have no issue with y'all. But I will say this. It's not enough for me to just apologize because I really went there. I really, really went there. And again, most, if not all of my reads are for entertainment purposes. All of y'all know in the Reading Rainbow world, honey, the goal is to cut deep and to go boldly. And even if what is being said isn't true, as long as it ties it all up in a nice knot and you dump it over the goddamn cliff to drown in the river of life forever and ever, bitch, never to be seen or heard from again, that's the goal of reading. But I can understand too if y'all don't want to accept my apology. It's fine. It's totally cool. I was told that more than likely the people you guys were talking about is Aaron and Roliana Rebel. That's what also was told to me. So, girl, forgive me for jumping the gun if that is the case, because, girl, we are not the fucking same, bitch. Okay, tell the truth, girl. Not the same. Okay. And I genuinely do like this cast. I actually enjoyed this season thus far. Are there some things here and there that I've had to, get together? Hell yeah. But I will say this is probably the one season out of many franchises that I feel like I've actually given more tens to than not. So I was just flabbergasted to hear that people were having it. The only bitch that should really have a real issue with me, and really the issue should be with herself, because what I'm speaking is truth, is that horror Nova Eubanks. And now her lips are a new entity. So now she has to be, you know how we do Armand Wiggins, Chop and his teeth. They are two separate entities, girl. They coexist with one another, Hello Gone, but they are separate entities, girl. They have their own spirit and soul and thought process. Okay. So I have really no beef with the rest of this cast. Anything that I may have said about y'all would most likely be just a cute little surface level or whatever. I might have talked about your chase in a way, but I don't think that I've been disrespectful or nasty like I have been in the past, because I have no reason to give a lot of that for what I've seen thus far with this season of Chasing Atlanta. Where's my phone, girl? Oh, here it is. Okay, so all right, girl, we got to get into the things because I'm a chatty Cathy, honey. Okay. Um. So getting into the review again. Thank y'all for going. Shed Pearl. Hey, Coco Cream. What's up? What's up, Cat? How you doing, baby? D boy. What's going on? Hello, God. Hello, hello, hello. Now I'm not gonna lie. I did take notes, but there was a lot of fiddle faddle in some of these scenes, and I just was not about to be, writing all of that down. And I'm gonna give a cute little 1, 2, 3, 4 for a whore. Okay, period. Okay. All right. So this episode starts off with Q, honey, down to the Ivy showroom styling reality TV star Sukiyana, honey. I will say this: I love Suki. Now, has she been problematic in the past? The only thing that I saw from her that made me look at her crazy was when she was in London and she was in broad daylight on a busy street surrounded by all of these old white cunts, and she was talking about eating a nigga ass. Girl, girl, when I tell you, when she was barking that up and down that street, and the way them people were looking at her like, girl, what is going on here? That was the only time I was like, girl, time and place, girl. Like, because I don't like going into spaces where, especially those types of spaces where people already have an expectation based on the color of our skin. I don't like adding to those narratives or those social stigmas. I don't like that. But was it funny in a way? Yes. But on my other, you know me, I'm professional bitch, honey, hello God. When I'm not being YB, hello God. I try to be. And you have to know where the hell you at. And especially in certain countries, they don't play that and they will arrest you. So that was the only time that girl, and I remember she did that skit, and I think they were at Walmart at the pharmacy. Her and her homegirls. This was way back in the day, before she was Sukiana, I believe. And honey, I tell you no lie, her and her homegirls, you could tell she was in high school or something. They had Hennessy bottles in their hand. They did a video talk. I just want some Henny, and they were waiting on their Plan B prescription because summer is upon the girls. And they said, a girl, she ain't finna get pregnant by no fuck niggas. They finna be outside this summer eating snow crabs, bitch. I just need some Henny and a Plan B. I just love ghetto shit, and I don't care what nobody else says about it. That should be hilarious, girl, and it's relatable. If people that toot their nose up at stuff like that, like, girl, you just don't know. Like, if this is one of those cases where if you know, you know, girl, you know. That's what I love about the Boondocks. It's just random ass hood shit, thought process, environment, just like so relatable to like a lot of shit that people have experienced in this life. So, and plus, I don't take life too seriously. I love that girl. I love that. Anyway, this ain't about Suki, but love Sukiana, girl. That's Quinton chasing yet again, honey. Showing off his celebrity clientele. Um, yeah, I was here for it. Um, I wanted to say this about Quentin because I noted here. You're talking about someone who went missing in action for a month and a half. Come to find out, he was locked up, girl. Hello, God. Well, no, God, actually. Um, Locked up for that time period, forced to endure the horrors, hello God, the nasty filth and monstrous environment of jail, also leading to an SA situation, further trauma added onto his psyche, girl, hello God. But girl, he came out the first day dressed for the entire gods, minus a wig that was required for the party, came bearing gifts, did his thing, back to work, hustling, bustling, maintaining life, elevating life. Girl, you can't keep a good bitch down. Shout out to Quinton. Not many girl. That means you already had a foundation. The girl gets locked up for almost 2 months, girl. That the house is not in foreclosure. There's not an eviction notice, girl. The phone is not off, bitch. Hello God. You have not lost thine job. Hello God. The lights are still on, girl. Hello God. Celebrity clientele intact. Hello God. Spending money on these elaborate birthdays and photo shoots and getting it together and still showing the girls what's tea. Shout out to the fortitude of it all, girl, period. That is something to be admired. Now, that is inspiring emotion, bitch, period. Okay, shout out to Q. Next, we catch up with Nova Eubanks and her lips down to someone's apartment office to get her lips done. Girl, let me tell y'all something. And I'm not even going to be shady in this moment. I'm going to be very real. When we are, same thing with Max from Chasing Orlando, hello God. We got her together her first season, but she made sure to show those plaques, those certifications, hello God, the education, hello God. Although those could have been PDF filed, hello God, scanned and edited, bitch, and then printed out. Do we really know? Let's tell the truth. I just feel like when we're stepping into what is obviously someone's personal space and you're out here doing anything, I know it's not technically surgical, but I need to know what makes you qualified to do what the hell it is you do. We did the same thing with Delon and what's that show called again? The Scene ATL. Shout out to the Scene ATL. We had a back and forth about that because I'm forever going to always call out what certifies you to do this job, especially if I see that Girl, it's giving home office. It's giving at home. It's giving in thine living room, bitch. Okay. I understand a lot of the girls have to go to the back alleys of life to go seek services from Macy Gray, bitch. Hello, God. Hey, boss. Hello, God. I understand that part, but girl, it's cheaper. I get it, girl. The trade are not paying like they used to. So we have to, get our little group on together and walk down the street to our homegirl who learned how to do this via YouTube videos, bitch. I guess, girl. I will say this though. Nova is gorgeous. The lips look amazing. Thank God it did not come out like the Claremont twins because I don't even know who those girls were until I saw that photo and I was like, ooh, girl, this is your reference point of greatness? Girl, those lips look like they have been drained of life, sucking all the cock, hello God, on the eastern seaboard. You don't want those lips, baby. That is not a good reference point. Those girls look like they've been ran over by an 18-wheeler with flat tires. No God, honey. You don't. Thank God they didn't come out that way. I will say Nova Eubanks is very beautiful, but you are your spirit, your energy radiates toxic landfill trash, and it renders you ugly. Okay. Anyway, um, Sammy has Tremel over. I love you, girl. We had somebody cooking in the kitchen, catering a little something something for the kids. Um, Girl, I'm just glad Carl wasn't there because most of that shit would have ended up in his purse. Okay, girl, let's just tell the truth. I'm here for it. Shout out to Sammy. He obviously knows how to have company and receive company. I am the same way. I'm very poor, but if you come to my shit, there will be a pig in a blanket for you, girl. There will be, hello God, a fresca. Girl, I've never had one of those, but my white side just brought it in the white side of my brain. Girl, you'll get a drink, bitch. Hello God. You'll get something to snack on, girl. Hello God. Just let me know before you get here. Okay? You get some hummus and crackers going, bitch. Okay, a little half-baked charcuterie board. Period. Okay? I live for, hospitality, girl, period. Even though we didn't see y'all eat a damn thing, but I'm sure y'all tore it up after the filming. Um, so Tramiel is trying to talk to Sammy Child about the issues that he's having with Noel and more specifically Kendall. And Tramiel goes through this whole text thread and communication between him and Kendall. And Sammy is just giving him this look like, girl, I really don't care because I'm developing a friendship with her. I have a friendship with you. I really don't want to be in the middle of it type of vibe. But again, it could be editing. But every time I kept seeing Sammy's face, and I kept seeing Tramiel just like obviously trying to have a conversation with him about this. Tramiel, could you not tell that Sammy just was like, "Girl, that's a you problem. That's a you problem, bitch. I got invited to the party." We are the elites, girl. Hello, God. You're just the extras, bitch. Period. Sammy said, "Girl, I don't know about you, girl. I got mine. You got to get yours. It's not my fault you didn't get yours. Okay, I got mine. Hello, God. I left here with something. Hello, God. I ain't mad about it. Okay." Sammy just was giving girl. I got mine, girl. You didn't get yours. Sorry. Just deal with it. Um, when it comes to Kendall and Tramiel, like the way that it's being expressed by Tramiel, it does give that Kendall might be a little unhinged in how he's taking all of this. But I believe there's two sides to every story. I'm not gonna just put all of this on Kendall. Um, but I'll be real. And it's not because I know and love and fuck with Tremel. It's because I know, love, and fuck with Tremel that he's just not a shady bitch off jump. He responds, he reacts, which means you had to have done something to him first. So this is a moment that it's a plus when you actually know someone's character, you know who they are and how they represent. You bitches are correct. These bitches are 40. They act as such. I've had real bitch moments with both Carl and Tremel. Now, I understand this is a show, so maybe things are turned up in extra.com mode for entertainment purposes, but I just don't see Tremel. Tremel's not trying to be mean and nasty. Tremel actually loves community and unity. He wants collaboration. He wants to build connections and friendships with people. But girl, Tremel's track record also shows that people just don't feel the same way. And let's be real here, Kendall, at least from a viewer's perspective, your introduction to those girls was, very nasty, very rude, And so how do you expect them to want to be open? And it seemed like Tremel was open at least, you know? Um, yeah. And I love the way that Tremel is very intelligent as he is observant, just as it relates to narcissism and what encompasses all of that. People do that. As soon as we start seeing cliques and division, pay attention to that happening, and you'll be able to tell what's taking place. I love Tremel's observation skills. He's highly intelligent. He has keen senses. Be mindful of bitches like that, okay? They will get you together, girl. What's up, Spicy? How you doing, boo? What's up, Vibes X? How are you? Chris, hey, how you doing, boo? Yes, girl. All right. Moving on. Noel links up with his friends. I really, I just feel like great to see, wonderful, yeah. But girl, we need to see something from you, baby. I love this whole living single moment that you had, girl. You linked up with Khadijah and Maxine and the girls, Hello Gone. It's nice, it's cute, but what does that serve you? What was the meaning of this scene? hmm Moving on, girl. Other than the fact, hey, we love to see it. It's giving Noah's Ark, Hello God. It's giving, togetherness, your family, your friends. I guess it's a personal scene for you. But I just be asked in the grand scheme of it all, especially as we are checking the temperature of this episode. That part really wasn't needed, required, nor desired for this particular episode. Y'all actually could have just did away with that. It added no significance to the episode whatsoever. Anyway, Kendall is at the studio. He wants to make another hit, Girl, Hello God. I guess this was recorded right before the summer, so looking for a little summer bop, Hello God, a little jam, Hello God for the girls. And Heat, bitch, I know that's right. Sammy was also there. He was invited by Kendall. They decided to discuss music and the group dynamics, honey. Um, Sammy talks about his showcase coming up at the Closet Case Music Festival, I believe it's called. So shout out to that. We'll get into that later. I did note here that I really enjoyed Ken's. I felt like Kendall had a genuine balanced moment as he was talking about the Nova Eubanks and Althea drama of it all, Drita. I did love that a lot. And yeah, Period. So far, Kendall has actually shown up consistently, and you know the way he defends and represents people who are not there for them. You know what I mean? Like how he did with Q when Carl was doing his thing, child, down to the birthday party, and how Kendall was like standing up for truth and justice, girl, like no man, bam. So Kendall has a history of standing up for the girls and providing some level of balances, which is what I'm here for that. Um, Moving on, the Closet Case Music Festival. It was really tea. I lived for it. It was giving black, gay, hood, mosh pit vibes. It was giving rock and roll. It was giving, girl. I needed some foam, girl. I needed some mist to be sprayed upon the girls. Like, where is, like, it should be raining champagne, girl. We all should be popping ecstasy pills and getting laid and sprayed, honey, hello, God, in the back seat of someone's Toyota Tundra, bitch, in the parking lot, girl. Let's tell the truth, girl. Like, it was giving that. Like, yes, I was here for all of it. Um, Shout out to the camera people. Was that Jamar, JT, girl? How y'all maneuvered through that crowd, I don't know. And I heard it was hot as balls out there, child. No God, honey. I would not have been able to do it, but shout out to y'all for being able to get that footage. Sammy, there's no denying that he looks amazing. And he's extremely talented. The dance, though, y'all danced y'all asses off. Shout out to that. But I don't know, it came off a little stiff for me. It was giving, the Tin Man girl from the Wizard of Oz. I just give me a little bit of oil, bitch. It was serving truth and a little bit of justice, but that was just off for me. But all in all, great fucking job, girl. You did your thing. I loved it. Obviously, they gave you more time than other girls. You must have been one of the feature girls because you did your song, yeah, I know, and you did another song. And I lived for all of it, girl. Y'all was doing y'all thing, girl. Y'all was doing y'all thing, girl. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of all of this, girl. Okay, period. Um, so the girls, they met up after the Closet Case Music Festival event, and that's when things go left. Carl came in with the fire and started the mess by mentioning to Ken about the birthday invite or lack thereof. Um, and immediately Ken just goes off on Tremel, and it's this big thing, and then it wasn't. My thing is this: people need to learn how to talk to each other. First of all, because I'm not gonna lie, like I understand where Carl was coming from. He was like, "Oh, hoes don't fight hoes to birthday parties." That's how we talk. But mind you, if someone doesn't know you well enough, they're gonna think. And then I remember Kendall was like, "Who you calling a hoe?" or something like that. And then Carl, the real bitch, is you. I'm calling you a hoe. And then Kendall, reciprocates that energy by calling them, I don't know you hoes. And then Tremel is like, girl, who you calling a hoe? Y'all, you know what that's why I can't really say nothing bad about Kendall because he's just reciprocating the energy that's being directed at him. So, Tremel girl, I understand, but I don't y'all had this was a moment, right, where things boiled up previously. So the blow up was gonna blow up. That's just what that is. But I just feel like in that moment though, especially as a viewer, I can't get mad at Kendall for giving y'all what y'all gave to him. Y'all know I love y'all, but I gotta be real, I gotta be honest here. So I'm not really mad at that. Child Q tried to intervene on his higher A gang king shit, bitch, and Carl was not with none of that. And Q had some type of phone call, girl, or maybe it was a fake phone call just so he had a reason to get out of the fray. And Q said, "Girl, I'm gonna go. I don't have time for this. Bye. Y'all hoes don't want to listen. I'm gonna go ahead and get in my car and get the hell up out of here." Um, It's just communication and reading the room and having and the energy. If you want to address someone, address that person, pull them to the side, have that conversation. But just know if you want to, hey, you bitches, like I expect someone to like return some energy towards me. But I'm not gonna lie, that was the highlight. Like that, we need banter, and the way that Kendall was going to fuck off, Tremel was heated and hot. Carl was, heated and hot, girl, and that was cute. I do live for that kind of that level of back and forth. But Kendall was not playing, girl. You got to watch out for those small girls, honey. They have a bite to them, honey. Okay, period. Period. Um, I don't, and I want to be real here too. Um, Provider of balance that I am. Kendall said something that stuck out to me, like, "Oh, I know you hoes, you never liked me." My thing is, from a viewer's perspective, Kendall, if we look at your introduction to Carl and Tramel, you were giving stink eye. You were giving, girl, who are these classless whores walking into my home? Hello God, with mud on their shoes. Hello God, and these beauty supply wigs, girl. Like you were giving nose tooted up at the girls from the jump. So, and then Carl already said later on in that episode too, like I can feel that the bitch doesn't like me. So there's a lot of reciprocating of energy going on around here. I just really feel like y'all girls need to have a conversation. Like no liquor, just talking and airing it out. Because when you hover over the ether shit too long, girl, like come on now. Y'all gotta get over it. Y'all might actually have more in common than you realize. Okay. Moving on, girl. Mm, the last scene, Q's birthday party. There's not much to really talk about here, but I want to say a few things. Q, 3 hours late, girl. I watched, I listened to the chasing panel while I was at the gym. Okay. Um, I appreciate your explanation. I understand your explanation. But as a viewer, hello God, judging what I see in the episode, I would have did what Tony, Dominique, and Nova Eubanks and her lips did. I gotta go. I have to go, girl. 3 hour after the first hour. Now we don't have our MC. Were the drinks flowing? They said there was no food. I understood your explanation, but again, we got to judge the scene for what was there. And girl, the way I would have been, I done got in my Sunday's best, girl. Hello, God. I paid that extra $4.99 rush on my Sheen order, bitch. Hello, God. Girl. Luckily, this wasn't now because gas is high as hell right now. But back then, when y'all was filming this, it wasn't high. So thank God. Okay. I have turned down 3 trade appointments, girl. Hello, God. You know what I could do in 3 hours? Hello, God. You know what I could do in 3 hours, girl? Let's tell the truth. Okay. Period. Tell the truth. Mm. Um, mm, 3 hours, girl. Wow. His explanation for those that didn't get a chance to watch the chasing panel, which I hope that you will or you already have at this point. Um, he explained that his outfit, I guess, was it his outfit or Suki's outfit? Someone's outfit broke. I think it was Sukiyana's outfit that broke. His cousin, I guess, the one that was supposed to do the food and stuff, got arrested the day before. No one knew anything that happened, and I guess that business had to cater another event, and there was like no one to do the food. His homegirl that flew in didn't have a dress, so he had to get her a dress. There was a lot of things, and the one thing that Jeremy, shout out to Jeremy Speaks TV, hello God, who there was an Girl, this is your birthday. Fuck everyone else. This is about you. You put all of this money. What if you would have showed up and no one was there? Because anyone with the half a mind should have just left within the first hour of you being late. If you spent all this money for nothing, I would be so pissed. So sometimes in life, I get it. You're especially when you're just trying to get your bearings again, since you've been, since you went away, you've been. I understand, girl. I get it, but sometimes you gotta. I agree. I don't want to go there, but it was already said. But I agree with Jeremy. Okay, and obviously you did too. Um, love the theme, the red carpet vibes. Everybody was everything. I appreciate it. Um, I want to say this. Nova Eubanks, when you saw Althea come through, you were immediately bothered. She wasn't. She was smiling. She was glowing. She was bubbly. Hello, God. She gave everyone a hug but you. You seemed to be a little. Oh, she gave everyone a hug but me, but I'm grateful she didn't. Girl, you knew you was hot. You wanted to get that hug because that would have been a sign of submission. If Althea would have hugged you, that would have been a sign that she submitted. I am so proud and I'm so happy that there was no signs of submission. Okay? But the way in which you were pressed down, shaking, honey, your cup, your tits, your lips, hello God, runneth over. You were bothered, girl. Ooh, girl, you were shaking in thine, hello God, JCPenney's clearance rack dress, bitch. Tell the truth. Exactly, Shed Pearl. Exactly. She wanted to turn. That's why she was mad. She wanted an opportunity to be the first one. Tell the truth. Hmm. What's up, A6TV? How are you? What's going on? Erica, hey boo, what's going on? What's up, Mistress? Hello. Hold on, Miss Treasy. Hello, God. Flip Virgo. Hello, God. Miss Rail. Hello, God. Gabby. Hello, God. Hmm. Miss Nova Eubanks wanted that sign of bending the knee, girl. Stop it, I say. Althea, I bet y'all gonna leave them black single mothers alone. I'm just telling you right now. They ain't finna bend the knee like you think it is, girl. Just letting you know. Okay. Hmm. But yeah, Tony got the fuck on. People's time. You got to really think about people's time. And again, I understand knowing what I know now that things happened and they were out of your control. But I think communication is key. There was, from what I heard, a call time of 5:30. The party was supposed to start at 6. You didn't show up until after 9. And again, I know you're probably just as pissed as everyone else because of the money, the time, and energy that went into putting this whole thing together, only for you to be almost 3 hours late to your own shit. I understand. But yeah. But it was cute. When y'all got there partying, hello, y'all was doing y'all thing. It looked like fun. Shout out. Happy birthday, bitch. Period. Okay, spicy. That's how I feel too. Everyone else can come last. What's up, Dominique? How you doing? Party was over at 10. Girl, I know. Yeah, Q. If I was Q, I would have been so mad. So, child Dominique got the fuck on. Dominique said, as he got into his Uber, he saw Q pulling up, and he said, "You know what? I'm finna go anyway." I know that's right. She said she had to get back to that deluxe apartment in the sky, honey. I know that's right. Period. Damn. So y'all had to hurry up and chug them bottles, girl. Y'all had to hurry up and shake it like a tail feather. Hello, God. Girl, if I was cute, I would have been so over it. And hopefully you paid with a card, girl. I would have disputed all of them damn charges. Let me tell the truth. Girl, them folks would have them venue people and everybody would have been looking for me, girl. You disputed the charges. I sure the hell did. Hello, gone. Close that account after the money was approved and open up another one the same moment and put them funds in there. Cause girl, you got me fucked up. And not even an hour of fun. No, God. 45 minutes, girl. Girl, what? Well, thank God there was no food there because I would have been mad as hell trying to force people to take to go plates, girl. Hurry up and get rid of this food and this cake. We know Carl. Oh, we know Carl finna he finna get the big purse, girl. He finna take a big old slice of cake, bitch. He finna take all the drinks, girl. Hello, all the drink, the chips, the dip, bitch. Hello, God. I know that's right. Y'all remember? I don't know if I ever told y'all this story. This is why I love Carl. This is why I relate to him so much. I remember when I first moved into this apartment, right? This was like over 7 years ago. I had a homegirl. I have a homegirl, and we're still very good friends. We just don't talk as much as we used to. But I love this girl. Older fish, ghetto as hell. Love her, love her, love her, and y'all would love her too. She is just a great time. And when I mean she don't give a fuck, she don't give a fuck. Okay, period. Shout out to Miss Jennifer, girl. Like that's her. That's her. The Miss Jennifer is T girl. Period. Y'all would love her. Um, when I tell you, when I moved in here, we would eat out places on our lunch break, right? And when I tell you, mother used to bring her big purse, and I used to tell her, "Girl, I need silverware and shit. I just don't want to buy the shit because I spent that first class of security was no joke, girl. The pockets were tapped, bitch." And I know I could have went to the dollar store, whatever, girl, whatever, girl. I wanted the good steak knives, bitch. Girl, we was at Longhorns, Cheesecake Factory. We was at everywhere, girl. And the way we just used to put their dishes in her purse. girl, girl, when I first moved in here, I had Chili's, Chili's in when they bring out the steak fajitas, it's on that sizzling tray. Girl, I had sizzling trays. Hello, God. Girl, I had the steak knives from Outback, bitch. I had those good ass forks, girl. Hello, God. Girl, even some of the cute little dishware that they would serve certain foods in. Hell, girl, we was putting on Mexican restaurants. Girl, I'm taking that more than pestle, bitch. girl, tell the truth. Yeah, girl. I gotta put me first. Shoot. Coming from me and Tony about leaving was a bad choice. See her at the reunion. Learn to pick your battles wisely, kiddos. Ooh, what happened? Oh, she had a. You talking about ooh. You talking about Q? I ain't mad at y'all for leaving, girl. Shoot. I am not mad at it. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta. Didn't Nova leave too? Her lips departed too, didn't they? What's up, Brave? How you doing, boo? Nia, hey baby. What's up, Markel? How you doing, baby? Okay, Markel said he got a few saucers, period. Guess I'm sweating in only 45 minutes to celebrate child. The way I would have been losing my shit. But shout out to Carl too though, because that outfit was tea. That outfit was tea, Carl. The girls were giving your tens too, even though they were being shady, talking about that's the best you looked all season. I said, damn girl, y'all trying to come for Carl, girl. Carl don't have a glow up though. Carl always been cute, but I've seen his evolution. That's what I love about older cunts, especially like Tremel as well too. You can yes, they're older, but if you they know what works for them now. They're comfortable in their skin, and they're still showing you that black don't crack, bitch. Them boys look great, honey. Period. And Carl looks amazing, bitch. Okay, Tremel, girl. I know that we are friends, and I know that I don't look at you in a sexual way, but I'm a whore, right? And I like to look at things. And when you were in your confessional, Tremel, and the way you had that jacket with no shirt on. Now, I know it wasn't serving abs, but I had this thing where I like a little bit of a dad bod. And the way that your underwear was like right below that line, just enough to cover the groin, it just did something to me. I wanted to fall on thy knees and give thanks, hello God. But, I don't really mean that. I just, I like staring at beautiful things. And that just looked so good to me. And I was like, yes, girl, I know that's right. No wonder the kids are losing their mind, child. They say Tremel don't fuck the girls, honey. They done lost their mind, girl. They're out here mad, honey. Hello, God. Tremel done hit the little nasty piece of trade vibes, honey. Slapping and getting on that anything is possible. Slapping that ass girl, sending the girls up on their way, and then forgetting their puss ever existed on thine cock. I said, stop it, girl, I say. Girl, they said Tremel's out here giving trade, girl. He is wearing these bottoms out, honey. And in return, that's why, they say allegedly, honey, Ken Doll lives for the boy, honey. They say allegedly Dominique, girl, when you slap that ass down to the hot dog, what was that? The fashion and hot dog event, girl. Hello, God. They said Tremel just out here trading on the girls, honey. They say Noelle Nix, honey, is out here. Oh, my goodness. Tremel, honey. He's a horse trainer. I bet he is training that horse to wear you bottoms out, bitch. Let's tell the truth, girl. Hello, God. Getting black beauty on that motherfucking ass, bitch. Hello, God. Spread it wide, Noelle Nix. Girl, you're used to it. Not being shady on that level, girl. I already apologized. Let's tell the truth, honey. Tremel is not who he was in G Status Girl. Hello, God. Tremel is not who he was in the earlier years. That is a grown ass man, honey, who's defined in who he is now. Okay? Y'all better get together, honey. Tremel is a top girl, and he's going to top you, bitch. Yes, girl. You have no choice but to take it, girl. And you have no choice but to say that he will forget about you afterwards, girl. Period. I know that's right, Tremel. Give them like good dick, honey. They don't know how to act, girl. So many times, so many times. I know that's right. Yes. Yes. That's right, girl. Yes, honey. I know that's right. So many times, so many times. I know that's right. Getting all in the crevices of that cooch, child. Them girls is losing their mind right now. They in a frenzy, girl. And they would rather read you for filth, Tremel, than rather to accept that their puss has been laid to waste. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Girl, they said what they said. I heard that a long time ago. They say Tremel. That's why the kids was going. What Corday wanted to fuck. Hello, God. Disguised his relation and intention as I want to be your friend, honey. Corday wanted some of that, honey. Hello, God. They say Sherrod wanted some of that, girl. They say the kids been wanting some of Tremel. So I've been hearing about his legendary status in these streets for many moons, honey. And it seems, when you become grown man status, and again, you're defined in who you are set up, you are secure. Tremel gives that. And that confessional with the motorcycle jacket was just like, yeah, girl, he'll fuck you in a hallway with a hood on, girl, nut in your face, and then leave and go home and act like you never existed. Hello, God. I know that's right, Tremel. Mm-hmm. Period. I'm gonna share the link. We're gonna go till about maybe 9 o'clock, girl. I have to go after that, honey. Okay. I'm gonna share the link, girl. Y'all can come up, say your piece. Hello, God. Let the Lord fight your battles. Well, purple lips mean they smoke, child. Who fell out? Oh, Tramel's in a relationship? Oh, Markel, you already know, child. I know you were around. You being messy, Markel. You know that big old thing that happened, girl. I think it was early last year when Tremel and Ike, there was a battle of battles, girl. Girl, Ike was out here spewing his nonsense on Oliver's platform, girl, trying to put that boy out there because you know he's friends with the ex child, that raggedy ex child. Girl, yeah, girl. That's why I think Tramel's just in that spirit of, girl, I'm just gonna fuck these hoes. I'm gonna nut in your face and I'm gonna leave. Girl, I'm gonna give you all of this goodness and this grace and this mercy, girl. Hello, God. I'm gonna lay thine puss and to waste, girl. And I'm gonna up and leave. I'm gonna give you the good, get you hooked and addicted, and I'm never gonna call you again. And I don't blame him because niggas ain't shit. Look here, I don't try to impede on people's vision of love. Hello, God. Shout out to Mariah Carey, girl. All roads will lead back to the Queen Mother Mariah herself, girl. The supreme being of the universe, bitch. Period. The Phoenix, girl. Hello, God. But we got to tell the truth, girl. Majority of these niggas ain't shit. They don't care about you. They care about their need of you. They care about what they can soak up from you. And a lot of times they might genuinely love you, but they just don't know how to love. Okay? So therefore they resort back to their toxic, nasty ways. And I will never allow my heart to hurt again like Mary J. Blige, girl. No, God. Once I learned my lesson from Casey, hello, God, from Casey and JoJo, girl, period. Why would I get into it with Kendu Isaacs? Just because he's just a dressed up, hello, God, more pimped out version than Casey was. Tell the truth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a big thing, girl. And I'm not gonna lie, you know I love me some Ike, bitch. That's the baby father right there. But I had to, step back from him because I was very shocked that he was just out here spewing that level of mess. Even though it has nothing to do with me, Tremel I consider to be a friend of mine. And, I support right, not wrong. And I just felt like, especially during that time period, Oliver, my bad, Oliver was on this rampage to, just tear the girls down. Y'all want to talk about me, girl, bye. Um, and he was just interviewing people that were just like really going there and in their negative Nancy-ness of it all. And bitch, child, I was over it, girl. I was like, girl, no God, honey. Me and Tremel had a conversation after that. And I was like, girl, I'm so sorry you have to go through this shit again. And Tremel don't be bothering nobody. That's what kills me. Like, it's always the ones that don't be bothering nobody, girl. Leave them boys alone. Leave them girls alone. Why y'all want to pick fights with people who ain't really trying to go there with you? Who has never really given you a reason to go there either. But then y'all get mad when those people respond in kind. And the way that Tremel comes at it is from a different point of view, girl. A whole new world of reading your ass for intelligent filth. Okay? Child, what's up, K-Star? How you doing, boo? Yes, honey. Yeah, them girls was doing a lot back then, honey. And I was just like, wow, whatever happened to not kissing and telling? Whatever happened to shutting the fuck up? Or trying to even understand when you're being, lured into foolishness. Y'all girls gotta update your interview skills, bitch. Cause you need to be known when a girl is backing you into a corner when they trying to lure you into a trap. And then you willingly open and pour foolishness from your mouth. Like, girl, what? And one thing out in relationships, and I understand that everyone's gonna have friends and stuff, and I get these social groups have those dynamics where a lot of the boyfriends, girlfriends, or whatever are intertwined with your friend group. I don't give a fuck how much you claim to know your friend. You don't know your friend when they're within a relationship. You don't know how they're treating their partner. Okay? That's why I think it's foolish for Ike to have even spoke on what he thinks about Kid Fro and Tramel's situation. Kid Fro might have been to you a great friend and an above characterized, integrity filled type of dude. Hello, God, opening the doors for his man. Girl, we see it all the time out here in public. Look what happened with Cassie, girl. Puff Daddy was such the gentleman, but girl, behind closed doors, he was a monster to someone he was supposed to love. Curtis, he was supposed to love me. Tell the truth. Oh, wow. 80 people in here. Shout out to Spicy Original. Hit that like button, y'all. Hello, God. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I miss the days of just people just being quiet. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth, girl. You can please say, girl, that's not my business. What I think about their relationship or blah, blah, blah has nothing to do with nothing. You could say, I love my friend, but that's their business, that's their situation. Because I wholeheartedly, truly believe that you don't be knowing nobody. I had a friend years ago, a straight homeboy, and me and his girl became friends, right? And he was such a cool, down-to-earth, funny, lighthearted type of dude to me. Honey, one day I had went over there. We were going to play spades and shit. Girl, the girl was nowhere to be found. I was like, damn, bro, where homegirl at? Oh, she in the room. She sleep. She tired. She had a rough day. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, whatever. So me and him are just talking, playing video games, smoking, chilling. All of a sudden, she comes out to go to the kitchen, and she's trying to hide her face. And me being the empath that I am, I'm like, hey, girl, how you doing? And she's trying her best not to look at me. And honey, she had no choice but to look at me. And I saw that she had bruises all over her face. I looked at my friend and I said, Dre, I know you did not put your motherfucking hands on that girl. And he looked at me and he looked at her. He was like, bro, she just fell. The usual bullshit. And he flinched at her and was like, you got that nigga thinking I put my hands on you? And she just bursted out crying to myself because you did. Don't try to act like that in front of your friend because he don't. Because they've heard me have conversations. I don't tolerate none of that. I don't tolerate, especially in my presence. Girl, let me find out you out here beating your girl. I'm going to beat you. So he's now getting mad, and you can tell this is how you can tell a real narcissist and a monster. The only reason you're getting mad, nigga, is because this whole persona that you try to fucking put out there for people to see, that's been broken. The real you is exposed. The monster is from under the bed, girl, and into good old light for all to see. When I tell you, just off of what's the word? Reflex. He flinched at her again as if he was about to jump over the couch to get to her in the kitchen. Without even a thought, bitch. You would have thought I was the first one to unlock Ultra Instinct, bitch. The way in which I grabbed him and choked him and slung his ass through the coffee table, bitch. Hello, God. I took his belt off of him and wrapped it around his neck and dog walked his ass in his own living room. I dragged him to the room. Hello, God. Closed the door behind us. Sat him up on a chair, slapped the hell out of him like he was being interrogated, girl, under the Patriot Act, bitch. Hello, God. And we had a nice conversation. And I gave him the rundown of my experience in this life with women, domestic violence, the monsters, the trauma of black men, why you are the where we did a whole therapy session. They're no longer together. He's in prison, but this was many moons ago. And he was a drug dealer, girl. That's why he got caught up. But it was just one of those things where, like, okay, I beat your ass. Now I got to educate you on the tea. Anyway, I said all that to say, girl, you don't know what your who your friend really is in a relationship with their partner. Just because you mess with them and you love them and you've been together since y'all was elementary school and that's your ride or die, girl, you don't really know your friend when them doors are closed. The monster they could be turning into. So don't be so quick to run to them and would never discount another person's experience or their feelings. Period. She did because after that nice little intervention that I gave his ass child, it changed his perspective and they actually flourished in their relationship. He never put his hands on her again after that. They were together for many years after that. Had like two more kids and shit, I believe. But he ended up going to jail and he got sentenced. I think he's still in there. Um, Girl, his ass is up the road for some time. Girl, he was transporting that shit from here to Belize, girl, and they caught his ass. Hmm. And he wasn't trying to snitch. What's up, Jet Jeff? How you doing, baby? Hello. Oh, and I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I'm not claiming Tremel never mentioned being in a domestic violence relationship. I was just relating my story to reference the fact that you don't be knowing your friends. Don't ever act like you know your friends and don't be quick to pick their side when it comes down to what their partner is feeling. You know what I'm saying? So, and Tremel, in my opinion, has no reason to lie about his experiences. I will say this though, the desire to be loved because you haven't been loved properly is a it's such a black hole. And we all know, you know, black holes suck things into it. Very powerful suction. Oh God. Um, it has an ability to play with you. And if you don't nip that shit in the bud, it will not only consume you, but it can destroy you. I've been there. Okay. That is why I don't believe in monogamy, and that is why I don't truly believe in love on that level. I do believe in it, but I don't believe it on that level that everybody else believe it on. It's work. A lot of people get into these situationships, and it's fun to be with someone, but y'all don't really know each other. And are you doing everything in y'all's power, not your power or his or her power, y'all's power to truly learn each other? That way you can learn how to love one another. Is there freedom of speech, hello God, in this relationship? Is there honesty beyond just the good shit? I want to hear it all. What makes you you? A lot of people are afraid they give that cookie cutter representative ass type of vibe in these relationships. No one is being fully and truly who they are in them because you're scared the other person might not like this side of you or this part of you. That's what I think is the death to a lot of love and relationships. People are just looking at the aesthetics of it and how things look, but not really how they feel. Because that's the test of real love and real marriage and longevity and anything. And people nowadays, they just so worried about appearance versus, the reality of their truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Oh, I want you to like me so much, I'm not going to share my flaws with you. It's like the equivalent of girls who wait forever and a day to finally fart in front of their man. you know, that's what it's giving. Like, oh, I don't want you to know that I'm a human being. I'm imperfect, perfectly imperfect. Hello, God. What's up, Tremel? How you doing? Tremel, I got 20 minutes, bitch. Click this link, girl. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question, girl. Click this link. If you can. If you can, click the link. I have a question to ask you, honey. Okay, period. Hello, God. Got 20 minutes, girl. Whew. I went to the gym today. Girl, I was in it to win it, honey, period. In it to win it, honey. Get into the things. Ooh, Tremel is here for the girls, period. I know that's right. Hear ye, the court has summoned Tremel, hello God,
Oh
to
Lord.
stand, honey. How are
Hey.
you? How are you, boo?
Yeah, I just woke up from a nap.
A midday
How you
nap. I know that.
doing?
Well, evening nap. Oh, this shit is 8 o'clock. I didn't even know. Girl, my bad. Shit. So you took a nap to get ready for bed?
Now I took a nap. I might go somewhere, but then again, I might get ready for bed.
I know that's right. Oh, it's Friday night. See, I don't get to enjoy the pleasures of Friday nights because I have to work. So I be forgetting this is a party night, honey. I know that's right.
It's a party night, boo.
I know that's right. All right, Tremel, I have a question, girl. So
Oh,
to test my theory, honey, okay?
okay. What's happening?
It's giving you have laid waste to these girls' puss and throat, honey. Hello, God. You have nutted on their faces and you have left them in the back alley in which you met them, and that is why the girls are mad.
What? Oh no!
Yes, girl.
Oh my god!
It's giving jaded lovers, girl. Like, oh, he promised me that he was gonna call me tomorrow, girl. Like, is this true, girl?
Oh my god! What are you talking about?
It's just get between Noelle and this fixation she has with you, honey. Kendall is just up in arms about you, child. And who's the third one? Dominique, honey, you slapped that ass in the beginning of the episode, in the beginning of the season, child. There's things like Tremel, honey, you get on that anything is possible. Where are these girls out for heaven and earth and the filth? And you forget about them and they're mad at you for it, girl. That's what it's giving.
um. No, I have not messed with anyone, and I don't have those types of conversations with any of them on that level. I have not. I swear to God.
Okay,
Um,
good. Okay.
I can't really. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know where a lot of it came from. I'm just as shocked as you are watching it on some situations. So just to give you some backstory, okay,
Okay.
because I feel like a little
I
bit
love
was missing.
backstories and back shots. I know that's right.
No.
Period.
So when it came to Ken particularly, he was in the parking lot saying about a situation at Q's house, um, Q's barbecue, which was not filmed, where we had a conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
That conversation was very, it was just me checking on him and saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? With this whole filming process for the most part, because it was the day after the infamous birthday party that we weren't
Okay.
invited to,
Mm.
and needless to say, I'm going to throw him under the bus. Carl was
Ooh.
messing with him that whole day about not being invited.
Mm.
Throwing subtle shots in the group chat or whatever. It's like, oh, you know how Carl does. He can't help it.
I love it.
So we went to Q's house. It was just me, Carl, Q, and Ken, and some of Q's friends that were there. All right. None of other cast members was there. It was not filmed. As soon as we walk in, Carl's like, "Oh, it's so thank you, Q, so much for inviting me. It's so nice to be invited to something." So I look over at Ken like, oh my God, let me see what this bitch looking like. Because I know and that bitch face went turned all the way up. Like she smelled something stank. It was like she was a little mad. So I just went and checked on her later on that night. I mean, of course, the party went on and it was not that big of a deal. Carl wasn't really caring. It was not a big deal like that. The shade was thrown. So the conversation that we had was, I just said, "Hey, how are you doing? You know, are you okay or whatever?" He's like, "I just really don't know y'all that well, and I didn't want y'all at my birthday party because I had friends there and my family was there, and I just don't know y'all. I just invited people that I knew. It was just last minute and all this other stuff." He just kept saying that over and over and over again, and I didn't say anything. I didn't rebuttal. I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't say anything. So that's the conversation that he's talking about, right? So to watch him actually at his birthday party the day before saying, I don't know them bitches like that. And I don't really,
Huh.
he's like, I just wanted people who were there, and Carl is just so loud. And I just don't want that. It's not for my party tonight. And if they're mad, they need to go, pray or something like that. I was like, ooh, that is not
But
the
I mean,
energy.
it's a club though. Aren't you supposed to be loud in the club? It isn't the Carl energy what you actually want at a party to turn that bitch the fuck up?
Regardless, I was never upset. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We talked about it at Q's. That we talked about it. He talked to me about it. But I respected bitch, you just told me I don't fuck with you like that. So, girl, you wasn't invited to my party.
Mm.
He just didn't tell Carl. So he just had to tell Carl. Now, 3 days go by and I'm at a different situation with a different set of friends. Sammy and Ken come and they're with their own situation of people. Sammy comes over and says, "Hey, we're about to go." I said, "Oh, let me go say goodbye to y'all." Worst mistake I made
Mm.
because I walked over there and I was saying goodbye to everybody. I didn't say goodbye to Ken yet, but I knew he was over there. I saw him talking to somebody else, I think. And Sammy's man's friend said, "Hey," he was drunk. I was a little drunk. He was like, "Is you coming to my birthday party?" I was like, "What birthday party?" He was like, "My birthday party." I was like, "When is your birthday?" Mind you, I don't know this man that well. He's cool. I've seen him like once.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Oh, it's on the 13th. He's like, me and Sammy's man, we having a joint birthday party at Sammy's house." I'm thinking to myself, Sammy didn't tell me about this birthday party because it was next week.
Mm.
And his man also did not tell me about this birthday party. I've known them for a long time. I was like, "Oh, y'all ain't really tell me nothing about this." I'm like, "Well, how am I supposed to?" I'm thinking to myself, "How am I supposed to get to this party when nobody's really providing the information that I need?" And I
Or
don't know this
providing
man.
input.
I do not know this man. I barely know this man's name, and I don't have his phone number. And I don't want to be rude and be like, "Well, I don't know you like that. You invite me to a birthday party, and it's a party with Sammy's man, and Sammy man ain't really invited." I said, "Are y'all girls really inviting me? Because I don't go places I'm not invited."
And it makes
Like,
you question the integrity of the friendship.
right? Because I'm just like, it was just me and Sammy. It was more so for like a Sammy and his man thing. Like, girl, it's gonna be at y'all house, and y'all ain't tell me about this, and it's next week. It's like I have to plan for this. Like I didn't know what was going on, and I just was like, I was just kind of confused. So I said again, I was like, okay, well, I would love to come, but like if I'm really not invited, it's okay. And then Sammy says, "Tremel, are you being petty?" I'm like, "Petty about what?" And then Ken just storms off, mad as hell. I'm like, "Girl, what's wrong with him?" He was like, "Girl, I don't know. I was, I thought you were joking." I was like, "Joking about what?" I was
Mm.
like, "Ken, are you leave? Like, you're not gonna say bye to me?" He was like, "Bye, girl." I said, "Oh."
Ooh.
I said, so I DM'd him immediately. I was like, "Girl, what's wrong?" Like the DMs that y'all saw. I was like,
Right.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I like, we talked about it. I celebrated I liked the birthday post that he had at the party that I wasn't invited to. And I had wished him a happy birthday the same day. Like, it was not a thing for me. And he was just like, "Fuck you, you fake." I'm like, okay. Well, maybe he's just mad about for right now and we'll be cool later. Like, I'm drunk, and I'm kind of like tired. So I was just like, maybe I'm just stressing out the situation. Maybe he's just upset about something else. I pretty much gave him the spiel of, child, if you're not trying to get to know me no more, or if you're mad right now, it's cool. I have no problem with you. I'm not trying to make this a thing on camera because, bitch, I don't care about your birthday like that. So, it's always respect to you, no problems. He read that and then jumped in the group message with everybody, said, I don't want y'all to invite me around Carl and Tramel. They don't like me. Huh? I never said that.
I don't know what the problem is. Even as I watch the show, I'm trying to like put it all together because I actually feel like if Ken gave y'all an opportunity, y'all actually hit it off. I think all y'all probably got more in common than you realize.
I like to think
And
so.
I'm just wondering what is Ken's motivation to keep that wall up
I
because
don't know. I don't know. I think maneuvering through that, but I mean, that situation did hurt my feelings because it was like I really did open up myself to like get to be known or whatever. And I was fine with him saying that he did not want to continue on learning about me in that moment, and to let him cool off, and maybe we can circle back around or something when sober minds are clear. But like when he did the ultimate get in the group message and try to make a problem, because I had just had a problem with Noel in that group message. So it was kind of like you saw that we actually talked about that, joked about that a little bit, me and Ken specifically. Um, and I was kind of like, okay, now what are you trying to do? You trying to make problems where there are none, you know? Like Carl was messing with you in that group message. Cool. I didn't. I'm literally coming to you directly. Like I don't have a problem with you. And that not what it was when you say I'm shading you about your birthday. So why would you jump in the group message and say what you said? Like I did not ever say that I don't like you. And to watch the show now and to see that him saying, "Oh, I am inviting them because I don't really rock with them like that, and I'm rocking with people like y'all," and blah 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 blah. Blah. And then Dominique saying, "Oh, these girls don't know how to be around chandeliers and stuff like that, and you can't separate Tramel and Carl." I'm like, "Girl, we've never had a problem. We didn't even have any issues." So I don't know. I think I put my best foot forward, and then to get it stepped on was kind of like, "Girl, I can't, I just can't."
well, child, yeah, I just really do feel like they need to kind of like, maybe a conversation outside of the group is something that's needed, required, and desired, or is that just that's ship has sailed?
You said, "Well, I'm open to." I mean, it was so long ago at this point. Like Ken's, our birthday's in the same month. It's in July, so that was like almost a year ago now. It's like, yeah,
Where are you guys at now?
where are we?
Yeah, are you guys
Who?
you and Ken?
I don't know. I mean, so from what I'm hearing, he has issues with me now, but I think we're cool. I don't know. I don't know. I think he went on a tour last night. I heard.
Ooh,
I think he went on a tour last night with the reviews. So I'm really not sure where we stand, but I'm in a open space, I suppose.
hmm.
Like I'm in an open space.
Well,
I mean,
let me tell
we
you
haven't been
something,
around
Mel.
each other in spaces, so it's kind of like I mean, we haven't had any like many interactions, but I think before the show came out, we were like square. We're cool.
I'm gonna say this real quick because I've had the pleasure of watching you, progress and evolve throughout your time in the web space and even outside of the web space. And I'll just say, and this isn't no diss to Ken or nobody because I'm not in that situation. That's y'all. Obviously, there's no real legitimate catalyst for why he feels the way that he feels. If we're going off that explanation, because I can see that being real. Like, close the door. Not just to him, but to people. Like, honey, the girls love to yell out, "Y'all some old hoes." Well, guess what old hoes do?
Oh,
What we do best is cut people off. And if you're not going to serve what needs to be served, and if you're not going to, try to hear me out, or you're just going to not like me, not to like me, then girl, whatever. It is what it is. It seems like you're being pressed and I'm not, and I'm just going to keep on moving. Because as a viewer's perspective, I don't see like why all the vitriol towards you and Carl. I don't understand it. But
It,
again,
it was a confusing time, and I will say that I will give you this little tidbit. Next week's episode will not make it no better, and I think you will see from me the top and peak of my patience being tested. So
mm,
yeah, you'll see some. I would say you'll see some finality with me
mm,
from for a few situations. So yeah.
mm.
Mhm.
Dominique wants to make it be known, child. She says, "Now wait, honey. Neek just keys, honey. Never meant to hurt feelings."
Oh, with Dominique now, that chandeliers, that really did hurt my feelings because I had actually been there before to that same exact space, and it hurts my feelings that you don't think that I'm welcome there.
Ooh,
And
ooh.
I've been to V12 before. It was a very nice experience. I was there back in 2024 for a friend's birthday. I had a great time.
And it seems the girls love to come for y'all and call y'all poor, and you're not on their level, girl, financially, statistically, this on any level. Like, how does that make y'all feel?
Um, if that makes you feel better, I want you to have all of that situation that you think that you have going on. And yeah, it's because I ain't asked no one to pay my bills. I'm not saying that they have or anything like that. None of them
Mm.
have paid any of my bills. I've never asked for any money. I've always able to pay whatever I need to pay. So, you know, to each his own.
So you're confirming you did not get none of that Vita Healthcare sponsorship, girl.
I did not get no Vita Healthcare sponsorship monies. Actually, no, I did not. So shout out to Avita Healthcare. Go get tested, ladies and gentlemen, and get yourself some prep.
I know.
It's free, god damn it.
Amen. And Doxy Prep, girl.
Yes, I got those pills too.
I know.
Hmm.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do we know this person?
You do not.
Mm. A foreigner on our lands. I know that's right.
Yes, he is. And when I tell you he be sitting back watching with me, he just be like, who what is going on with these girls? It's like
Mm. Is
he
he
just is so
is he
highly
been around for a while? Does he knows the ins and outs of the tea that you've been involved in?
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
He knows a
Okay.
lot. I think I met him in August of last year.
Okay.
I think we just officially started dating like maybe like a month ago.
Okay, y'all. So you've been taking it real slow, bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm still taking it slow to be honest. We
I
together,
don't
but
blame you, honey. You've been through a lot, honey. You've had some hills to climb, bitch.
yes. Oh my God. And that hill was bad when I tell you,
Mm.
and that hill still got bad. And I had to, I'm gonna tell you
Wow.
off camera. You get to hit my DMs. I'm gonna tell you about
You
what
know,
happened in that.
honey. I was in the front lines of some of that bullshit in the beginning, honey, because I had to come out here and defend my friend, honey.
Yeah, they was eating my ass up. I swear to God. I was like, oh no.
Okay,
Tell
and
I
this
might have
new.
to do it. You know what, YB? I'm thinking about doing a whole tell all of
Mm.
everything that has ever happened and how these people have tried me.
Come on, binge worthy, inspiring the girls. I know that's
Actually,
right.
yes.
Come on now, you
When I tell you
should.
I might light it on fire. And I have so many things that I am holding on to that I have kept secret for all of these people and the lies that they have told and the things that they have done to gaslight me out of my feelings and all the cheating and the
Mm.
messing with people that happened around me.
Ooh,
Mm. And the lying about what really happened and trying to make it seem like I was crazy in front of these people.
and
Mm.
the triumphant story that you have not been in somebody's prison. Because if that were me, the way I would Dracaris all of these cunts, it would be crazy work.
Who you telling? Set them on fire.
Bitch, line these hoes up for true execution style, girl. Double Geddes, trying to get the Unsullied involved too, bitch.
but
Girl.
I'm still debating about that. I have like I don't know. I think I do have a problem with people pleasing and wanting to be. I do think that people get my personality a little bit mixed up with, they think my genuineness comes from, or my disingenuousness comes from just wanting to be fake, but really it's truly people pleasing. I don't know, I just don't want people to look at me a certain type of way. I don't know, I don't want them to look at
I
me as
said
somebody
it
who's
earlier.
fine.
I don't know when you caught me, but there was a moment in my review where I was talking about you, and I was like, it's crazy to me because like knowing you for as long as I've had, you have this thing about you where you like community and unity. You like building relationships and collaboration
Yeah,
with people genuinely, and it's like I don't know if these people have just been so traumatized that they don't know how to receive that genuine nature, so they look at it and they automatically put their defense mechanisms up because they don't know how to take actual kindness and genuine, love for human beings, bitch. I could look at that as a them problem, but also too like as we're getting older, because I just turned 38 and I have been on this thing for the past year, simplest form, moving in simplest form. No more extra.com bullshit. We're getting to the meat of potatoes, honey. There's no more
hmm
dragging life out. There's no more sparing cunts who don't need to be spared. The door is closed on most, if not all of them. Like, you just got to keep it moving because you got to think about it. Like, we're only blessed with a little bit more time. Like, I don't want to put timestamps on people. When God calls you, he calls you, child. But if we look at the trend of the world and the mortality rates, we've already given so much, most of our life, if not all of it thus far, to things that never really served us, people, places, and things. I'll be damned if in the other half of my life to give the same thing. Fuck no.
absolutely. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing that a lot. I'm learning. When I tell you I'm learning, I learned a lot this season, and you will see a lot of yeah. I can't wait. See, the problem is I'm not one of those people. I'm not trying to go up on all these reviews and to try to
No,
change
I
people's
get
minds
it.
and run narratives and stuff like that. I want y'all to see the show. I want y'all to see what happened. And if you have any questions outside of what you see, I would love to explain that, because I don't want to tell you what's happening and then you see something else and you're like, Tramel, that don't look right. That don't look like how we that
No, I
don't look
feel it.
like. But
I kind
also
of
I
do
will
live
say,
for
huh?
the way y'all have been strategic in like doing that, because I like from what I can tell, the girls aren't just summoning you all for bullshit conversation. It's related to the task at hand, and we're getting right into it without the pomp and circumstance. So I appreciate you hitting the link, as I've seen other cast members on other platforms do the same thing to clear the air on a lot of things. So I do like the way y'all are moving with that, because I don't like oversaturating platforms mid-season or beginning of a season. Like, let's wait till some of the stuff plays out. That way y'all can't plead the fifth or that fourth wall bullshit on us and be like, girl, just watch the season, because I hate that remark, honey.
Oh yeah,
Let's just
that's what I was saying. There was a lot of fourth wall breaking, as you will see, and
mm,
I'm just like, girl, y'all don't know how this TV shit work.
hmm.
You gotta shut up a little bit and just let the shit play out for real, for real.
Now another quick question, girl. I have a question. I'm sorry to call you
Okay.
girl, my bad, I apologize.
No, you can call me girl. You my girl.
Period. I know that's right, child.
I'm not worried. I've never been worried about that. Oh my god, I don't know how that became a thing.
Well, we haven't had a kumbaya in a very long time. I've been meaning to reach out. We have our little Yes God Roundtable chat. If you're interested, I would love to bring that back. So
Yeah, run that round, run me round there.
that'll be another conversation. But when you're, have you been watching the G Status rollout thus far? Have you been? Or do
I
you have?
watched. I think I watched a piece of like the first part, and then I tried to watch a piece of the second part, and it was just Corday up there talking about being feminine or something like that, and I was just like, let me turn this shit off. I've already lived through this, but I have not really caught up with that. I'm not sure what KL is really trying to do.
Mm.
I don't know if he's trying to use that as a step stool for the new rollout or whatever. Or I know they're coming out with another season, and
I think
more
it's
power
just
to them.
I
Now I
think
hope
it's
it
just a
works out.
collaboration of like unseen footage or even footage that may have been seen, just to kind of like wrap it up. Like, I think what it is too is that a motivating factor. Like, let's remind the girls of who G Status was,
Yeah.
mixed in with some lost footage, child. Because they say Ja, hit that crack pipe child, lost his mind. He's in somebody's mental institution, so I don't know.
Well, no, I
Um,
actually saw Ja. 2023.
oh, okay. How was it?
Because he actually had a play that he did.
Oh,
Um, and Devon was actually in that play. It was really good.
okay.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I saw Ja. I gave him a hug, and he went on about his business. But he worked it out. It was a very good play.
He still
It
got
was
that good
very well
skin
done.
and fat ass.
He does. He still does. He was
Mm.
that ass was melting into that stomach a little bit. He was kind of shaped up like a little mini refrigerator, but
Oh,
the body was still there.
oh.
He's a little older and a little more shapely, but the shape was
Well,
still shapely.
when the girls fly into depression, Lord knows I know that feeling, honey. You will go,
Yeah, he
you
must
get
have
the
ate a
gore.
little bit of those feelings, but he looks good. He still looks good. Yeah, I saw him and it was nice. He actually came to a booking that I had. I do get paid for singing.
I know that's right.
But no, he came to a booking that I had, and he was promoting the play there. And then we actually went to support Devon. In That was in 2023. I believe Carl was there with me. Yeah, I think Carl was there. It was a
I
while
was
ago. I can.
I was thinking of doing something. I'm gonna just reveal it now, I guess. I haven't like got confirmation on anything yet, but I'm just this whole G status situation like took me down memory lane, and I know that there were a lot of iconic moments back then. But I'm trying to work on something to where I can get some of the old cast members together to kind of take that walk down memory lane and
Ooh, back
do that. And
down
I would,
memory lane.
because Lord knows I need an update conversation with Devon Child. Sherrod, I've kind of like left him in the wilderness of life because like he played with me too many times with interviews. So I don't
Oh, he
know.
didn't want to come. He didn't want to show up.
You know what's crazy is that he would pop up when the mess and drama was going on. But you know how I do my one-on-one interviews?
Yeah,
I wanted to do one with him because I think he has a very interesting story to tell.
he
And
does.
I really wanted to do that. And I tapped him for that several times throughout the past years. And I never pressed it too much, but he said he would always do it. And then about maybe a year or two ago, I was like feeling it again. So I reached out. I was like, hey, he was like, yeah, I got you. And then he confirmed it. I made a flyer and everything. And
Ooh,
he never showed up.
he never showed
He
up.
never showed up. So I blocked and deleted his ass from this existence.
Ah!
I said, girl, and I've been, you know me, I've always had I've always came to Sherrod's defense. I've always talked great about him. We've always had a pretty decent relationship when it came to communication. We would even talk years after the show.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you already see my style. Like, I'm not out here for no fuck shit. Like, why are you? This is like the third or fourth time you've played with me. The same way T as Kendra and that bitch Wayne the Pain played with me that one year. I don't have time for it.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah, and it was really Wayne the Pain's fault, but
I
Tia,
I seen Sherrod like maybe like a couple of weeks ago.
child, she was doing that pop the balloon, child, and she's
Oh,
still
I
running around here without no shirt, girl. I was like, girl, you
well.
gotta go to
Shout
that
out to
gas
Pop the
station for.
Balloon. Go Tracks. Yay.
Yeah, I mean,
I will say I've watched the Pop the Balloon of uh for Ike. It's interesting, child.
my
Watching
thing
them girls
is,
pop the balloon on each other, I was like, "Woo,
it just
girls are
exposes a
ruthless."
lot of nasty traits and deeply rooted issues within our community.
Yeah.
And I understand I did watch a little interview that he did where he was talking about like people perceive this as a dating show. And I'm just like, well, that's kind of like what it's set up to be is you want to pop the balloon in order to try to find a match for you. So technically you're trying to link people together so that they can date each other. But when you are selecting these individuals, you already know no one is going to want to date Ray Potts. He was just on there. No one's gonna want to date Sherrod. Any person that's coming for actual. Unfortunately, like I'll date Ray Potts because I'm a whore.
Ah!
That's
Well,
just
then you should
period.
go on the show.
Girl, no, I can't do that. They'll pop the balloon on me real quick.
Well, you got to be one of the balloon poppers.
Oh, well, that's true too. I'll be a contestant. I don't know, or one of the people. But like, I just feel like you're not picking the right kind of people, and also the contestant, the people as well, that are holding the balloons. It's just like you see where you're at, you see the level of immaturity and superficiality that lives in our community, but you're picking trolls and earthbenders for crying out loud.
Not Toph.
Girl, hello, God, honey. Hello, God, child. Like, come on, girl. Like, you know what it's going to be given already, and I just feel like, what is the real intention here? But I am proud, and I'm glad to see it successful.
Yeah,
Um,
I think the thing about it is the people that are going on the show are not looking for a relationship. They're just looking for a quick, media moment, social media moment, possibly some of them, because I've seen a lot of them. Well, when I watch the show, I've seen a lot of them just go up there just to pop balloons and just say mean things to each other. I'm like, y'all don't even know each
uh,
other. Why are y'all talking to each other like this? Like yelling and screaming, calling people these names and saying these things like, oh, you need to do this and you need to, I'm just not feeling you. And I'm like, what? You
and a
don't
lot of these cunts be too young, and I would just love to know, like, if you look at someone's dating history, like based on how they respond and how they act in certain situations, I'm just like, yeah, you don't even probably have a dating history.
Ebby,
So,
Ebby, get on Twitter and just type in Ray Potts. You'll see.
oh, honey, Ray Twat. I'm about to say Ray Twats. Girl, he is a hot mess, honey. Nico,
Child, he be taking them girls up and through there.
I watch a lot of Nico aesthetics videos, and honey,
Oh.
he be getting Ray Potts together, honey, and just based on that alone, I'm like, girl, I could never see myself with
Yeah, I be
a
watching them argue with each other and talk about each other's booty holes. It's just so
girl. They beat her
interesting.
ass in Texas, girl. They had whooped her down, honey. I
Who?
think Ray Potts got his ass jumped in Texas. Girl, they beat him in the bathroom down to one of the clubs.
Why?
Girl, apparently, he was trying to get a plug, and the plug was, I don't know, I can't remember the exact story, but it was fairly recently. Yeah, Nico Aesthetics did a whole video on it, child. They wore, with video, they wore her out in that bathroom, bitch.
Oh shit. That's unfortunate.
Child, she got a big old thing. That's the only thing she got good for me. But she has a history of contracting STDs, so I'm good with that too.
Is that why she be wearing condoms sometimes?
She ain't got no choice, and I understand that that is something that's probably way more prevalent in that space than people like to believe. But girl, the fact that that's even out about you let you know this happened more than once.
Yeah, not allegedly. Oh no.
But okay, child, that's all I really had. Thank you for coming on. And there's just a lot of things to get into for this season and things to look out
I
for.
promise you
And
I'll come back around after more has been shown. So, because I got, I have a little story myself, but I only want to tell it to people who ask. If you ask,
oh,
I'm
okay.
telling.
Oh, I got you. I actually
All
wanted to have
right.
you and Carl on, and as we get through this season, because I want to hear
Oh,
from y'all's
yes.
perspective. I feel like y'all gonna keep it real.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you everything. But
I
I
know.
want it to be, I want it to be shown first. I want people to have their, so my thing is, if, and this is, I live true to this, I've been living by this my entire life these days. If something happens between two people and you believe one person in the situation and you don't ask the other person about the situation, that's because you just don't like that motherfucker. You just don't like them. You don't
You
care
know,
what the story is. You don't care where they're coming from, because you wanted to believe whatever it was about them already. So if you want to hear my side, just ask me after everything is shown. But if you just made up your mind about me and you just want to say what you want to say, that's fine too.
no, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably caught me later on, but I did say one of the things that I did live for you when you were calling out narcissistic characteristics and how what a lot of times people will do, and they'll create these divisions and surround themselves with these particular people to go
Like-minded
against you.
people, yeah.
Exactly. And it's just, again, this isn't into the kin. This is just overall, like, your perception is refreshing because a lot of people haven't developed that level of mental
Oh yeah,
capability.
baby. I called it out. I call out what narcissism looks like because I was with a narcissist for quite some time. And I saw
Mm.
that he would do that exact same thing. He would separate people, and then he would have his own relationships with people, whether it was like a negative relationship, like if if he had a relationship with somebody, or he was in like friendship, and if that friendship ended because of something that he did, he would tell me, oh, I just don't talk to them no more, and they did something really fucked up to me. But in the whole time, he did the fucked up thing because
Mm-hmm.
he was trying to make sure that I was on his side in that situation, no matter what came out about it. And come to find out, I'm like, bitch, you just doing all kinds of shit to people.
Mm-hmm. That's how they
I
do.
know.
That's exactly how they do. And it
Uh-huh.
takes an experienced mind that has not only learned but applied what they've learned from that situation to see the forest through the trees.
Oh
And
yes.
people don't like
Yeah, I
the
saw that
forest
little
through
cabin through them
the
trees. I was like, oh, I'm not going over there.
trees.
But yeah, now
I'm,
let me know whenever you ready. I'll be around. I'm gonna let you have your time to go, do whatever you gonna do.
hello, guy. You know me. I'm gonna do it well too.
I know. I was listening. I was watching one of your lives. You talk about the girls can't take me. You talk about your butt plug. I was hollering.
Girl.
I said, that is. He said, "Oh, girl, this butt plug is getting it." I was like, "Ugh."
That was I do a graduation. There's levels to it, honey. So I start out with the smaller one first, just to get her used to it. Hello,
I'm
God. And
hollering,
then I
baby. You
level.
was really on live talking about your booty hole. I was screaming in the bed.
You got to give the girls something, girl. They live vicarious through the dog, honey. They're those dried up, dusty cooches, honey. They need something to keep them warm at night, honey.
Child, it made me. I was cackling in this bed. I swear to God, don't do it.
Yes, honey, child. And luckily, she served her purpose because let me tell you, I have a
Is it?
story time I have coming out that I'm doing tomorrow. But when I tell you, I'm so happy I prepared the table for the presence of trade, child, because
Uh,
that monster that was just and I mean, it was such a good time, and I'm so happy that I was already like pre worn out, honey. Because try imagine like what usually it takes a several seconds to a minute or two, depending on how open you can get.
mm,
Because after douching, people don't be realizing that you
you're
kind of swell
tighter.
up. Yeah, you're much tighter.
Yeah.
And I'm a warm hot water kind of girl, and that makes it even more tighter.
As am I when I'm going through that situation of bottoming.
I know that's right. Period. And how it gets there, so I have to kind of like do certain things. 'Cause again, this ain't no. And the contrary to what I talk about, bitch. This is not no worn out cat, bitch. This is pristine, grippy puss. Okay, and she can be a stubborn cat. Hello, God.
Now
And
she's a mangy feline sometimes, but
girl, this old feral cunt, honey.
this bobcat girl.
Child, this is the lynx, bitch. Hello, God, honey. To serve these girls some Jaguar and
I
chicken
like to fancy
justice.
myself to say that I have an Egyptian mouth.
Ooh, I know that's right, girl. Resurrection, honey, to the chickens. I know that's
Because
right.
sometimes she be dead and sometimes she come alive,
I know that's right. Wrap her up in the gauze, honey. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Put the scarabs on her and resurrect her.
Not the Aladdin puss, girl. This I dream of genie pussy, honey.
Ooh,
Oh,
hallelujah. I know that's right. This is that charmed puss. I'm the power of three,
girl,
bitch.
is it Prue or Paige? First of
Ooh,
all,
girl, gotta be Prue.
yeah, this
It
is a
has to be Prue,
feisty old
honey.
cat, honey. I was so mad. Never, we ain't gonna go ahead and get into that. We can talk about that later.
Child, you and Carl the only ones I can share that stuff with these days, child. And D sometimes I gotta bring back my show. But like all the stuff happening, like you caught the Earthbender reference. You're always
Yes, of course.
y'all
I
used to
watch all that stuff.
y'all reviewed X-Men 97 on your platform when it first came
Ooh,
out.
yes! I can't wait for the new season.
I'm so ready.
Yes.
I am
If
so
you would love
ready.
to do reviews, you just let me know.
Okay, sure. I'm looking to expand the platform anyway. I already have, I had that show going on a while back. I stopped doing it for a while, but I plan on bringing it back where we talk about like not comic books, but like Marvel movies, DC movies,
Yes.
shows, films, things of that nature. So I'll definitely love to do a collaboration on that because a lot of the boys is coming back out this month, honey.
Oh,
Invincible,
is that the final season? Because
yes.
mm,
The final season of that and the final season of Invincible is coming out this month too. Um,
okay, I've been watching that too. I got that on Prime.
Yes. I want to get into Freerin. I keep seeing that.
What is it?
Freerin It's like
Ooh.
an anime. I think it's on Netflix. It's about this little elf bitch. She'll be like wearing a demons out child.
Okay, I gotta check that one out.
And are you into Castlevania?
Bitch, you know I am. And then
Ooh,
it's
that's
a
my
new knock
show,
with
honey.
Nocturnal, bitch. When I tell
Yes.
you I was in when Dracula's son was fucking those people, I was like,
Yes, girl. I had to get the
he took
lotion.
that
Hello,
boy and that
God.
girl up and through there and they was trying to kill him, bitch. And she got
Yes.
tied up. I was like, girl,
He had to
why you
summon this sword to save that life, honey.
he sure did. Sliced the asses right on up. And then he went and got him a girlfriend. I said, no, get back with that
Period.
nigga.
And he done laid that boy puss out for Phil Child in that old bougie cat, honey. I know that's right.
Child, he was
That
taking
was
it. He
my
was taking
show.
it.
I'm ready for season. The next season should be coming out sometime this year.
Yeah, the new ones. And I was shocked when he brought his ass back. I was like, fuck, this is good.
Well, Alucard?
Yes.
Oh, honey, that's my man, honey.
That was my man. That is my man, my
I'm
baby.
sorry though, I like Nocturne, but nothing beats the original. Like,
Yeah, it
bitch,
don't.
Trevor and Cypher were the T
You
bitch,
know, when
period.
Cypher was fucking them up with that magic, I swear
Girl.
to God, she was like, nobody could touch that bitch. I was
Girl, talk about
screaming.
the last airbender, bitch. She was wearing these hoes out, girl.
Hell yeah. When she
That was
split,
the
when she
Avatar.
sliced that vampire in half with that damn
Mhm.
ice sheet. I
Yes.
watched it.
I love that. I watched it so many times over because it's such a great peak anime, and
It
also just the
is.
story is so good. And I love vampire shit anyway, so
Yeah.
I love the lure of Dracula because Dracula, even a exhausted, tied out Dracula, was wearing these girls out for filth, girl.
He was.
But you
He
know
was
who my
not nothing to
girl
play with.
though? My girl was the bitch of Listeria, honey. What was her name? The one that Isaac killed.
Now you trying to take me up out of my element. I was there, but bitch, I don't remember them now because I ain't watched it. I'm
Ooh,
waiting on the new season.
what was that girl's name?
Was she had red hair?
No, the long gray hair. The girl who was the queen of the she initiated the coup against
Whoa,
Dracula.
yes. And what's the name? Lit her ass on fire.
Yes, honey. Isaac had to wear her out, child. He was a peak character too for a human being. He was wearing these bitches out,
He was.
getting them together, honey. That was a good show.
It was.
That was a really good show. I never
You
played
gonna
the
make
video
me
games. I actually got hooked onto it late because I was looking for shit to watch, and I came across that, and I was like, "Oh, this is a video
Carmella.
game." Yes, Kamala, honey. That bitch, she was a mess, honey. But I loved her speeches though. She's like, "Oh, I take things from old, disgusting men who don't deserve them.
Hell
They don't know what
yeah.
to do." And I said, "I know that's right, girl."
She was an old mistress, honey.
Period, girl. Okay, yes,
She
she
was a
was.
grand damn mistress.
Let me tell you.
And was those girls her sisters? The one with the red hair who had tricked
Yeah,
that
they
boy
were
and
like a
fucked him at
little
one time and
child.
made him the little forge master. She made him a little sex slave. She fucked the shit out of him a couple of times
Honey,
and put his ass in chains.
remember when homeboy thought it was all good, and then mama came through that motherfucking, and she turned into mist and came whooped his ass real quick,
She
and
sure did. She slapped the dog shit out of him. Don't you ever talk to me like that again.
and she trained him like a good dog. I said, I know that's right.
I know that's right, girl. Put him up under them heels, honey. He
But
was
no,
cute
they
naked.
had like grew up together. I think they had like, I think she found them. Because remember, Camilla's whole mission was to rule the world. So she was already setting up these pieces to her puzzle. So she needed Striga, who was good with the military shit. The
Yeah,
other girl
that
who they
manly
all
looking
served
one.
their yeah, that lesbian ass bitch. That bitch, honey. Them girls all serve their purpose, girl. And I love the way it was just all done. And I love strong female roles too. So
Oh yeah, you know I do.
hello God.
Wait on Buffy's ass to come back. Don't talk about it. I gotta go.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna hold the girl. This is a review. This is all kinds of shit.
No, we're not doing it now. I gotta go. I'm right. It was so good talking to you, but hit me up.
Same here, boo. Take care.
All
Good talking
right,
to you.
bye.
All right, bye. All right, everyone. I'm finna get out of here myself. Thank you so much for tuning in, child. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to Tramel for hitting that link, honey, and answering all the questions of those questions, honey. We appreciate it down here to the platform where YB speaks truth and server of justice, honey. Okay, period. And we'll get into some more things later on as the season progresses. Hopefully, other people will be hitting links as well, and we can get into the things. Also, if you don't want to come over here, come over to the Kiki panel, bitch. Okay, period. Please come to the Kiki panel. That way you'll have more than one Hello God person, getting into the things. All right, okay. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. For everybody coming in, please make sure to hit that like button, girl. Comment, engage in the platform, share the video. Hello, Gone. Let's get the girls shaking and woken up, girl. Press down, shaking. Have those cups, puss, throat, runneth over, girl. Period with excitement, bitch. Okay. Do y'all watch Interview with the Vampire? Oh, I do. I'm waiting for the next season, honey. Hello, Gone. I was a big fan of Anne Rice back in the day in high school. I did read Interview with the Vampire, and I loved the first version one with Tom Cruise and what's his name? Brad Pitt finance, hello God. And Drew Barrymore, honey. Is it Drew Barry? Not Drew Barrymore. What's that girl name? Kirsten Dunst, honey, okay? So I'm very in tune. I love all the vampire stuff. Everything vampire, I probably already done seen it. Okay. Love y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. I gotta get ready for work, child. But give y'all a video tomorrow, and then be live on the Kiki panel Sunday. Okay. And I have a lot of things in the works, interview wise, with other people. So stay tuned for those things. We're getting back into the interview bag. Hello, God. Interesting people only. Good conversation and good vibes only. Okay. DM me any suggestions y'all may have for people you might want me to interview. Um, that doesn't mean I'm going to pick them, but I'll take suggestions. Okay. Maybe some people I haven't thought about that may be interesting to me. Okay. Again, thank you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend. Y'all be safe out there, okay? And until the next video, guys, be blessed, never stressed. Remember, the health is truly wealth. Take care. Bye.